It's to be said that Donald Trump is just full of hate. Absolutely full of it. That he is. Well, he intends to enact his Project 2025. I know he said, oh, I knew nothing about it. I never read it. He might not have done. But he certainly endorses it, since it's half his cabinet members, well, they were involved in the creation of the Project 2025. But he wants to remove your citizenship or your right to citizenship in the United States. That's what Donald Trump plans to do, along with a whole load more rather horrendous acts of immorality. The man's just pure evil. He really is. He's placing people around him who are all sex offenders. They like to do a bit of groping and molesting, they do. I suppose it makes him feel superior. That it's okay to be a molester, a rapist. You know how it is. Well, before I get into it, be kind and boot the old like button. And I'll only say it as I see it. I'm not going to lie to you, no. I believe that man is pure evil. Scum, you could say. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a copy, and links down below. Also got a Rewild project we're doing. Links are also down below in the description. But Donald Trump, yes. The President-elect Donald Trump to be all inaugurated in January 2025. What the hell's the world come to? Well, he's been interviewed. And it's his first proper press interview since he's been elected to be the 47th President of the United States. So yes, the President-elect Donald Trump has vowed to end automatic citizenship for anyone born in the United States, starting on his first day back in office in January. Now the thing is, you see, here in France, you do have a birthright to citizenship. Now my granddaughter was born here in France, and when she's old enough, she can claim her birthright in the form of citizenship, French citizenship. Now he says we've got to end it. It's ridiculous. That's what he said. Well, the thing is, you see, the likelihood is, these children are born to people already living in the United States. Maybe some of them are undocumented, but not all. No. They think living in the United States with visas and what have you, got no intention of leaving the country. Maybe they're going to go through the process of citizenship themselves. What were the rights of their children? Now, here in the UK, not here, I'm in France, but I'm a British citizen. In the United Kingdom, a similar problem regarding what was known as Windrush. A lot of citizens had their rights removed, even though he asked them to come. Well, so this was apparently a wide-ranging interview, and it was recorded on Friday, and Trump also said he would pardon those involved in the 2021 Capitol riots. Well, I'll put a card on the end of this video, just so you know what the riots, the insurrection, what it entailed, and how some people died, and police officers were being crushed, and how it was all planned. End of the day, I'm sure they didn't bring out a set of gallows out of the back pocket. No. This is all Donald Trump's doing. Like I say, the man's evil. Plain evil. All this evangelical crap is just a smokescreen. And why is it these flippin' evangelical types, half of them are blinking sex offenders? What they do? Go and get a blessing? Go to confession and All of a sudden you're okay for another week of infidelity. Disgusting people. Well, Trump also reiterated that his mass deportation plans for undocumented immigrants who live in the United States. But he offered, it is a generous guy, he offered to help those who arrived as children. Yes, we'll help them. Bollocks. No, he did say he wouldn't seek justice on Joe Biden. I don't know what justice he's looking for. There's probably nothing there. After he's inaugurated in January. But he did say those who defecated in at Capitol Hill, once they gained that entrance, by force, the riots, insurrection, those who investigated them, apparently they should be in jail. He's going to pardon all those who were arrested and in jail. Probably these were the horns. It gets from bad to worse. It really does. What the heck has happened in the United States? Please leave it in the comments down below, because quite frankly, I don't really know. I'm lost for words. It's getting from bad to worse. And these people out there endorsing it, they think it's okay. They think this kind of behaviour, Donald Trump's behaviour, what he's suggesting, is okay. After all, they did vote for a rapist. Stupid is as stupid does. Well, these people have voted against their own best interests. Veterans who voted for Donald Trump, many didn't, but veterans that did. You're going to see your health care diminish. What the hell are you thinking? He says we're going to look at independent cases. Yes. And I'll be acting very quickly. He says the first day he added, you know, by the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place, and it shouldn't be allowed to happen. They're in prison, and so they should be. Well, he goes on and on and on about abortion pills and how there's links between fluoride and autism and the vaccines. Robert Kennedy, the health minister, he's going to, health secretary, he's going to remove fluoride, what have you. He's also going to stop the pharmaceutical companies from developing new drugs, and especially vaccines. For at least 7 to 8 years, he said. Well, Trump, he basically repeated his promise that he will not seek to cut Social Security, nor raise its eligibility limits. But how is this going to happen? How can Elon Musk, with his dogger, or was it Doggin, whatever he might be doing down that Labour, but anyway, Doggin, he, the only way he's actually going to remove $2 trillion in spending, as he says he's going to do, would be to make some cuts in Social Security. It's like they're not on the same wavelength. Donald Trump wants to get rid of EVs. Elon Musk wants to build them. Robert Kennedy's all for protecting the environment. Donald Trump wants more beach properties. There's rising sea levels and all that. They've all got opposing views, opposing ideas. They're not on the same wavelength. Unless it's the Project 2025. Then he's going to impose these tariffs. All come out in this interview. NBC. Yeah, impose tariffs on imports from Beijing US trading partners. Well, you know as well as I do. You've been told as much. You'll be the ones paying the tariffs, not the other countries. No. He'll be paid at port and it'll be passed on to you. Everything become more expensive. This is just, cognitive dissonance. People weren't thinking it through. They weren't listening to the words that are coming out of his mouth. All they were doing was being hypnotized by Donald Trump while he was milking those drafts that he was. Well, so birthright citizenship stems from the 14th Amendment of the US Constitution. But you see, they don't even understand the First Amendment, freedom of speech. They seem to think it means you can say whatever you like. No, it just means that the government can't hamper you from speaking your mind, your freedom of speech. I don't mean to say you won't be taken across drawn across the coals because you've slandered somebody. No. Elon Musk don't even get it. Well, what say you? Are you happy that older Donnie Trump is going to remove your birthright? Or some children's birthright, as though they are a major problem in the United States regarding immigration, which only they are a tiny proportion that they are. But they do like to attack the minority groups, such as LGBTQ+ and what have you, which represent about 0.01% of the population. It's tiny. Yet apparently they're a major problem. Never mind the fact that half the people in government are all sex offenders. In the new government, that is. These people are disgraceful. But hey, you voted them in. What does that say about you? There you go. Anyway, be most kind, boot the old like button, and maybe subscribe to the channel. And a little bell icon just there. Because then you get one face in your pocket every time I upload another video. I just think it's an absolute shocking shame that people are happy with this. Like I say, what's it say about you? I know not everybody voted for him, but crikey. 70-odd million did. What's wrong with people? The world's just messed up. And anyway, if you want to support the channel, I'll Patreon, the boys copy links down below. We'll also be doing rewilding here in France, and the links are down below in the description. That they are. If you want to know more about that, but blimey. Toodaloo.